Taekwondo tenets for self-defense, Indomitable spirit. In case anybody doesn't know what indomitable means, it means basically, you're tough, you have a lot of courage, you can't be beaten. So the obvious application of self-defense for indomitable spirit would be if you have to defend yourself, you got to resolve that no matter what, you're going to survive the outcome. Okay? You're going to have victory in the outcome. That's pretty simple. But in terms of self-defense, yeah, I understand that. But I think in our culture here in the United States, I think a lot of us got too much indomitable spirit. In the form of false pride. Like we think that picking and choosing our battles and sometimes backing away from battles that are not wise for us to get in is not showing indomitable spirit. And that's not, getting away from certain fights and stuff, that's not a lack of indomitable spirit. That's an abundance of common sense. Also, I tend to notice this more with younger people, but I've heard some of us older ones think this too. You think that acting hard is enough to actually be hard. If you act menacing, you act like you can fight, or did you just try to intimidate people, that's having indomitable spirit. Well, maybe it is having indomitable spirit, but your indomitable spirit is not going to help you in self-defense if you have nothing to back that up. That's how, I see a lot of guys, some of these older guys that don't work out anymore, never really worked out, and on top of that, they never really learned how to protect themselves. They just got by on their strength when they were younger. Then they get older, they think because they're older than a young person and they can still take a young person out. And that's not the case. It's all variables in the equation. If you and the younger person are in about the same shape and y'all have the same amount of training, then your older brain might be able to beat the younger person. But if that younger person is in better shape than you and y'all got about the same amount of training, his better shape than you might beat your older brain. Now, if you have less training than a younger person, and he's in better shape than you, or she, in some cases, you're slowing down, they're reaching their prime. I hope you got some indomitable spirit because you're going to need it. So, it's not that I have a problem with that tenet of self-defense, or that Taekwondo tenet, applying it in self-defense. I honestly think in our culture, we have too much indomitable spirit. We think that being tough is the end all and be all, and that acting tough is enough. Okay? And just to make it clear, I'm not just talking about my particular ethnic group. This is, in my opinion, an American phenomenon.